Hey, what you doing here? T-shirt and shorts day. Yep, summer's also here, and it's actually the day after Memorial Day, and that means, well, the park looks like crap. Broken glass bottles, tons of Corona caps. The place looks like a dump, but the good news is there aren't much people here. Everybody's busy, hustling and bustling, going to work. That's when I like to come out and fly. This is actually a brand new Phantom, 0 flights. The batteries are used. This still has the stickers on it, or very well refurbished. They don't make them like they used to. Now I am selling, oh, here you go. See, there's a sticker on here too. Get those stickers off. So it's got OcuSync, see the bottom there? That's how you can tell if it's the OcuSync version or the older version, which is Lightbridge. And this one is pretty cool because it has the built-in screen. If you got into drones around the Mavic time, then you're probably like, what's this dinosaur? He actually has to put props on? You can't just fold it up and put it away. No, you can't fold it up and fold it away. Oh, it only shoots 4K? It doesn't shoot 5.4K? No, it doesn't. But it shoots 4K 60. Which is a pretty standard thing now. This lens on this camera right here, mwah, they don't make them like they used to. You can select your settings and click on it as you go, so you don't have to take your fingers off the sticks while flying. You could keep flying and just use this as a selector. Really nice. They don't make them like they used to, guys. Pretty darn stable for an old bird. Probably one of the easiest birds to hand catch out there. Now, I don't know about you, but the only thing I really noticed was some props in the shot. That was pretty much it. But apart from that, yeah, what do you think of the D-Log on this thing? And that's cinema 4K, not just regular 3840 by 2160. It's higher. It's 4000 by something. That's why you're seeing those black lines. I'm gonna sell this bird for $1,300 and clear some more space. That was actually its first flight. So yeah, batteries are used, but the drone, that was his first flight. Matter of fact, didn't even peel the sticker off. Bet you didn't know that, right? Voila. If you're like doing surveys and a lot of inspections and mapping and stuff like that, this is the way to go because of the mechanical shutter. They just don't make any other drone this size or smaller with the mechanical shutter. 1,300 bucks and it's yours. Yeah, just shout out to me, hit me up in the comment section below or on Instagram and Facebook, and I can arrange for you to get this guy. On to the next one. Yeah, I keep my controller in a nice nifty bag. That's the other thing too. It would have been nice and definitely worth keeping the DJI FPV if the controller had worked with these. Then it would have been like really hard to let it go. But since I had to buy a new controller anyway, it made it just easier for me to sell it or not want it. Now, remember I told you guys I sold my DJI FPV in my last video. If you haven't seen my last video, go check it out. Well, I sold it with the goggles, and the person who bought it had a V1 goggle. So I was like, just give me your V1 goggles and take my V2 goggles, because I don't need the V2 goggles anymore since I'm not gonna be flying DJI FPV. And he was like, cool. Now, I always recommend these clickable ones because it's so easy to disconnect in case you gotta run or something. This guy here does not have a GoPro on. It has like a 3D printed thing. So what I normally do is practice with this, get a hang, get a rhythm of everything. And then when I feel like I'm comfortable, I know my environment, I got a nice rhythm, and I've done crashing like 10 or 15 times with this, then I put my GoPro on, my real GoPro. But today, because of you guys, I'm just gonna risk it for the YouTube biscuit. So that's the plan. Wing it. Now, if you're now getting into FPV and you got yourself one of these batteries, it always comes with a plastic part for balance charging. And if you crash and this little plastic part hits the propellers, one of the props, it's gonna split this and break this. Not that you can't fix it. I have a whole bunch of these spare plastics at home, but it's annoying and time consuming. So to save yourself that, just get a rubber band and use the rubber band to hold that little plastic piece in place. So if you crash, you don't have to worry about breaking that and having to fix it. So yeah, that's been really helpful. And I use 2 straps, one to hold the battery down and then the other one to hold the battery connector, the battery lead down. Now some drones have that like built in, but mine doesn't. So I just use 2 straps. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Let's plug this in and get this thing started. Power on the GoPro. I've only got 35%. That means I've got to fly fast. Gotta go. Let's get this done. Always unplug your FPV. That was my first flight with the goggles and I like it. It's clean, it's clear. This one came with an antenna too, so that's pretty cool. It feels like the same as the V2. I can't tell the difference, to be honest. So V1, V2, what's the difference, right? All depends on what you're flying. But yeah, let's move on to something else. Last but not least, we got this guy here. I've got street tires on and we got a little bit of pave here. I haven't seen any cars pass here for a while now, so this is a good run. You just power this on, loose this little hatch right there that flips up, the body like flips up and the whole body comes off. You plug it in, that simple. No FAA laws or rules or regulations. Hit the power button, check the steering. You want to make sure it turns, right? Slap the body back on. It's that simple. The rest, well, see for yourself. I've got off-road tires, but we'll save that for another day. I'm getting home, edit this video, and head out to work before it gets too late. This is what I usually do in the mornings before I go to work to get me going. So I'm working on the planes. I'll keep you guys posted, but I just felt like sharing this video. All right, that's it. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and all the YouTube fun stuff. And make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when I release new videos. Not much value in this one, but just a lot of fun. I will see you guys, well, whenever I can. Make sure you become a Patreon, guys. Big benefits to Patreon. Get direct access to me. Any questions? I'm right here on Patreon. Support this channel and there's benefits. Last Mini 2 went all the way to the UK.